Alright, I'm back playing a wonderful, the best game ever made because it just is. I don't need a reason why it's the best game. It just is the best game. So depending on how long we go, I don't know what all we're going to entail tonight. It could be both Jailbreak and the Tangled Web. It could be both of them. I really don't have a set plan of what I want to do tonight and how long I want to go and so on and so forth. I have no clue. So we're just going to do what we did last time. We're just going to hang out, play, talk, chill, do whatever we want. So that's the plan. I'm not going to start episode 4, obviously, until we get some people in here. That way, if anybody wants to see episode 4 or forget the story or anything like that, we will wait until we get some people in before we start Jailbreak. So what I'll do is what I normally do. I will just kind of run around the hub world and just kind of collect some stuff until we get those people in, and then we will start Jailbreak. Because I don't want to collect all the bottles until we at least... before we play Operation Lumberjack games. I think at that point we'll go back, collect all the bottles in all the different places. But I have to agree with some people. A lot of people say that this episode is a very underrated episode. I think I'm going to have to agree with him. I like the suspensefulness of this episode compared to 2, where, in episode 2, you're just, there at Rajan's party. And then this one, you're like, yeah, Rajan definitely hates us. He knows we're coming after him. It just feels a lot more suspenseful in this episode. So yeah, we'll just, collect some stuff, bullshit around the hub world until a few people want to stop in. And then we'll get started. And then, of course, after we play Slide 2, we're going to have to go to 3 again and play Slide 3 once more. But if anybody sees this later, I will typically stream at minimum Slide 2 at least twice a year. So since we're doing it early, as of today, it is March 27th. So there's a good chance I will end up streaming this at some point come January, December, November, sometime in that time frame again. Just because I love the game that much. More so, too, over the rest of them, though. I will play Sly 1 from time to time. 3, more than 1, but 2 will be the one that I play the absolute most. Because 1, if I replay a game that I love, it gives new people a chance to join in that maybe haven't joined in the first time. That's why I like to replay certain games. Because you may get some new viewers that way as well, and some wonderful people who want to stay and chat. Well, where the hell did you come from? I didn't even know this. You ran up on me. Let's get rid of that guy. But yeah, that's pretty much the only reason why you'll see me play this game many times. 1, I love it. 2, it's my favorite. And 3, it gives new people to join in for the first time as well. Especially if they're searching for this game and they have never joined in our chat before. This is still drained from Rajan's butt kicking. I wonder if that ruby pad is still over by the waterfall. I remember one time I got Murray stuck in the little thing behind the waterfall. I do remember that one time. He actually crawled underneath it. You could see his, like, you know how Bentley and Sly crawl and you can see their hands and such. I could see Murray's. It must have been a glitch. Okay, no, the ruby cushion is not there anymore. It was so weird that cushion was there to begin with. Since we're streaming this tonight, I have no clue what we're doing tomorrow then, if that's the case. I know Tyler said about possibly he wanted me to play PGA and make our own, like, person career mode wise, but I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm just going to be honest. I really don't know. Something to think about. It all depends on how I feel physically too with this whole back situation, which today, surprisingly today, has been one of the better days. But again, the symptoms can come and go. Today just might be one of those quote unquote good days, and it might be back tomorrow. Regardless, I'm going to get at least examined and figure out, like, the higher ups' opinions and whether or not it could be something or couldn't be something again. But I'm feeling okay today. There's still weakness and such, but I'm better than I was Thursday. Plus today's Friday, like... I always thought those cobras were an interesting addition to Rajan's thing, because I believe, other than the cobras and the moles, I think those are the only two in this game that come out of the ground like that. I don't think Contessa has one of those odd guards that show up randomly. I think it's just the werewolf, the bat, and the vulture. And of course, Dimitri doesn't have one. It's just the frogs, the rats, and the warthogs, and obviously the janitor rats in his nightclub. I think it's just John Bisson and Rajan that have those interesting guys, the moles and such. It's okay, dude. Get out of here. Oh, I don't want to fight you. You got something good. I don't want to kill you right now. I want to take what's in your pocket. Here we go. I just feel obligated no matter what. Like, if a guard has something shiny, like, I just feel obligated. I have to get it. And I feel like if I don't, I feel like I let myself down, or I destroyed something that is like important. Even though, like, in the scheme of things, like one special piece of loot's not going to change anything, but like I like to see how many of each kind of piece I can collect over the course of the save file. Like, I don't sell any of them. I just collect them basically in the thief net to see how many I can accrue. I don't even know if there's a limit to how many you can have before it doesn't count anymore. I have no idea. But yeah, we'll start Jailbreak, like I said. Once we get some people who want to see Jailbreak, we'll start it. I don't want anybody missing out if they want to be here for it. Oh, hello. I always thought those guys were goats, but they're actually ibex, apparently. I actually like the design of them better than the baboon guys. See, anybody got anything good? That rhino down there might. No, he doesn't. Okay, I thought I saw like the flashing. That's another thing I don't understand. Why do these guys like have like they got hit like on their body? It must be a glitch in this game. Like it looks like they got like dazed or something. Never understood why that. Oh, I forgot about something. We can have some fun right now. I don't know how good it is and how many guards you can see, but let's see if we can't get into the chopper over here. Yeah, here we go. We do got some. Oh god, that zoom is pretty bad. Got him. Okay, must not be able to reach that far. There we go. I don't know why I've always liked to get back into the chopper and like take some guards out this way. I just think it's funny. But you can't see everything and you can't see a lot of guards, but at least there's a couple to make it worth it. Do we got any more that's gonna show up? Probably not, with my luck. Oh. I got shitty aim, that's first off. There we go. There we go. I don't know why I always found this amusing, I just did. Alright, well, we had some fun up there for now. Hopefully, that new viewer, I forget their name. I wonder if they'll stop back in tonight. I don't know why I forgot their name. It escaped me. They were pretty cool. Hopefully they were around though whenever I was saying my like ending. That way they knew that I was ending. Let's we can actually go back into the spice grinder We can just do that for coins. We can just farm coins at that point. I know it's not going to be a lot, but we can at least go in here for something to do. Oh, okay. All the fences are back up. Yeah, I jumped at the wrong time. It's no big deal. There's not much coins in here, I don't think. We'll at least go in here anyway. It's not like the guest house, where there's a lot more coins. This guy's got something good. I'm pretty sure you could blow that up. I'm pretty sure if you put a TNT next to it, it'll blow that door up, if I remember correctly. Get these guys out of the way. Alright. Now let's just destroy everything, get some coins, and then get out of here. I always like going into these like little areas that you were able to go into like during missions. I find it a nice little bonus, I guess, that you can just go into all these little areas. Not all of them, but most of them that you're able to go into. Actually, the way I think about it, I think all of them. The only areas like you can't go back into, obviously, is like the re-education tower and Tangled Web. You can't go into like the, prison cell, Block D, and Jailbreak. Some of the places you can't go, but most of them you can go back into, which I like. See if I can remember correctly if you can actually blow this up. Why did that give me a percentage, though? That was kind of strange. Oh, wait. I didn't realize that was up there. Let's go up there. I didn't even remember that this little area was up here. I remember the first time I found that. I was like, wait a minute. Am I supposed to have a code for this? Then I remember I just hit it and then it put the code in by itself. Alright, that's practically all we need out of here. Actually, let's get some of the coins that are right here. There. Okay, now we'll go back. I wonder where that door goes. Like, in like the overall picture. Like, I wonder where that would lead to if you could go through the door. We'll never know that answer. He's got nothing. Man, I'm so close to 100 too. If I could get 5 more people, I'd break 100. No, I don't know what I would do for 100 followers once I hit the goal. I don't know what special stream I would do. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet because I'm almost there, but I have no clue, like an idea of what I should do. We got time to figure that out. Shit, I didn't hit him when I needed to. Oh, okay, let's just avoid this confrontation. Let me answer a text real quick. Yeah, I gotta answer this text real quick. All right, sorry, I had to answer a very important text. I don't know. Friday nights seem to be more of a really quiet night out of any of the stream nights. Like, who would have thought a Thursday night would have been more active, you know what I mean, than a Friday? You would think Friday nights would be golden. It all depends on who's looking for what game, who's around, who's busy. A lot of people go out on Friday nights, but if you're like me and a loner, you don't really go out. You much rather stay back and like play and game and such like that. That's what I like to do. I'm not the type of person to like go out and do a bunch of stuff. I would much rather stay home, game, do the things that I like to do, and be comfortable. But we'll see. The night's still young. I'm not in a rush to get this game done. So if it's just me yapping away for an hour and just running around, so be it. I might go to, I don't know. I was thinking about maybe going back to episode 2 and running around in like the guest house for coins. But we'll see. Oh, how did that guy just spawn in? And he's got something good. Because I couldn't think of if I wanted to play this game tonight or if I wanted to play MLB, but then I realized MLB is only one series per stream compared to this game, to where I could stream this for 3 or 4 hours rather than like an hour and 40 minutes to 2.5. At least with this, I can just bullshit with it. Practically run around, hang out, chill, all the standard shit. let's... We'll see if... It's already been 26 minutes already? It's crazy. Maybe I went too early? No, I didn't go early. Actually, I'm going to share this real quick. Let me see if I can put it on. Hold on. I want to see if this will actually work. Like, if I advertise it, because I want some of these other... I want some of these other Sly Cooper fans to join. So let's see here. Let me see if this will work. Hold on 1 second. Alright, let's see if that'll work. I advertised on TikTok because I do a lot of Sly Cooper posts on there. And there's a lot of people who like them, so maybe some of those fans will come in, stop in. We'll see. Let me answer somebody else here. Hold on here. Alright, let's get back to the action. I advertised that on there. We will see if any of those fans come by. Alright. See, I got time to do this because I don't need to be pressured to complete anything because I've already gotten this episode done. So there's no pressure. Plus there's nobody here, so there's really no pressure. Oh, I forgot we can get some of the other valuables. Forgot about that. How many is there? There's 3, right? So I got the one that was over there. I gotta get this one yet. See, I got some time here. Now, I don't remember if I got the other booby-trapped loot from over there or not. So we'll have to go over there and check, see if I got that loot. Because I think each area has 3 pieces. So we'll have to go over there and see if we did get that. And then if we did, then we got all that completed, and we'll get the bottles, like I said, later. I'm going to go back and get all the bottles at each place, each hub world. Once we get to the end of episode 7. Because I kind of like the health bar without the gadget bar underneath Sly's call sign. I kind of like it without it, so that's why I always refrain from getting all the bottles and vaults until I absolutely have to buy something. I don't know, it looks better without the gadget meter, in my opinion. Bro, you're jumping up and down. I don't remember if I got this piece of loot over here. I have a feeling I did. I did get. What's up, Chizzy? It is Friday. Today is a good day in the overall scheme of things. Other than some of my physical issues that I got to deal with right now. But how are you? Today is Friday. I'm glad to see you today. Hell, I'm glad to see anybody that comes in. That's right, Case. That is the title of stream, because the next episode in this game is called Jailbreak, so that's why I named it that. Yes, but I was waiting until a couple of you stopped in before I did that. It's been one crazy week. I feel that one. Yeah, this week has been a unfortunate one for me in a way. But hopefully your week gets better, and hopefully your weekend makes up for the crazy week. Same Case. Started off good, and then by Tuesday, my week was fucked. So, yeah. And Monday, I'll know more if my weeks are going to get better or worse. That guy just disappeared. He did just disappear. Interesting. They must have unspawned in. So, Case, tomorrow we are doing a DC stream. It'll be on my channel. And Tyler will be doing the wheel spinning. I don't know what time yet. It may be Tyler and I are going to discuss, but it could be. It's either going to be early in the afternoon or it's going to be after like 5 o'clock. Of course, Case, yes. We want you to be there. Tyler and I want you to be involved in that. With DC streams, we want the big four to be there. If they can be there, of course. So what we're doing tomorrow, Case, is we're using the wheel on the tier list, and we're going to basically randomly let the wheel decide the songs of each tier. And Tyler's idea, I guess he liked better than mine. So basically what we're going to do is 35 songs go in each tier with 3 songs left over. So Tyler wants to start at the bottom and spin 35 times, and then those 35 go in. So Choosy, I'm sorry to hear that. Losses are never easy, whether it be friends, whether it be family, whether it be anything. Obviously, you guys know firsthand that I was dealing with it while I was streaming, but no, losses are never easy, and I'm sorry that you have to deal with a loss. And I hope it gets better for you. I hope you'll emotionally and mentally and everything recover and bounce back from it. And I hope that they are now at ease if they weren't before. I hope that they are now. But again, it's never easy to lose somebody, whether it be friends, family, or whatnot. And I hope you get through it the best that you possibly can. Good, Chizzy. I'm glad. That's all I ask. That's all I ever hope for, is people being in a better spot and a better, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to word it the best way I can, you know, but like I hope that's all I ever hope for when people are going through things, that I hope that they're just in a much better way of life and a better health and things like that. Of course, Juicy. I wouldn't be any different, you know. I'm here to support anybody that wants to be here. I'm here to give kind words and give support and give any advice to anybody that needs it and anybody that's here. Obviously, you guys, I would say 99% of you that show up in here all the time are worth my energy to give that said advice and kindness and, respect and everything like that. It's well worth it to give to people like you. And that's what I'm here for. Like, it's just who I am. I'm always willing to help people, basically, whatever it is. And I think that's one thing that Cosmic told me today. She said that I attract good people when it comes to my streams. I think a lot of good people gravitate towards me. I don't know if it's just because of my personality. I don't know. Like I hope I don't attract bad people, but Case, I would love to hear about your day. I would like to hear about anybody's day. Good people bar you. Case, you're good. You just have a wild side to you. That doesn't mean you're bad. You're a good person, Case. You know how many things you've helped me through? And I've only known you for a short time. You're a good person. You come off as a hard ass, but you're a good person. Helpful hard ass or helpful hoss? You're both. Case, you're helpful. Don't let anybody tell you differently. That's why I think you and Tyler jokingly give each other a hard time, because you guys are, like, we're all friends here, basically. Right? We can consider most of us somewhat friends. Some of us closer than others, because obviously I've known some of you longer than others. But on the bright side, I was just talking about this last night. I am 5 away from 100. Who would have thought? I don't even know what I'm going to do for my once I get to 100 followers. I don't even know what kind of special thing I'm going to do, if I'm going to do anything. Probably should. I mean, 100 is a big deal, I guess. I mean, I guess most people probably don't think 100 is a big deal, but for me, like, just over a year, and I've almost hit 100, I think that's a pretty good job. And I don't even do anything that special. I just play games. But like Eli said, I think, and like I said, I don't like talking about myself. I actually hate talking about myself. But one thing Eli says that has stuck with me, Eli said one time, I come for you, not necessarily for the game. And when people actually show up for me personally, I think that says more about who I am, I think, in general. And it makes me feel good that people actually show up because of who I am, not necessarily the game per se. So I do appreciate what Eli said. And you know, I appreciate a lot of things, and I'm very overly appreciative of a lot of things. And I tell people thank you so often, and I I don't know if it's just how I was raised, but like I like to show my appreciation, regardless if I've shown it many, many times or if I said thank you many, many times. Like I'm never going to stop showing appreciation to people who have, helped me or, taken the time out of their day to be here or anything, I'm a very, very, very appreciative person because I know how quick things can be just taken. So like, I guess I take it, some people might take things for granted. I try to take everything like I'll never get it again, practically. You have to try to, one thing I'm learning to do, okay, so I know you do, and I do the same thing. I say sorry for things I shouldn't even apologize for. Like sometimes I even say sorry for being myself, and it's like, why the fuck am I apologizing for being who I am? Like that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? It's like, that makes no sense. But no. I think I do. A lot of times I feel like my streams turn into therapy sessions for some people because it's like, but like, when people ask me my advice on stuff, it's like, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. Not that I turn my streams to therapy, but like, hell, if people come in for stuff like that and it makes them feel better, I'm all for it. I'm all for trying to make somebody's day better or make them think better about a situation or like, I'm just here to spread kindness that a lot of people lack, I think. Yeah, that's just me. Nothing too special, just me being me. But I will start episode 4 here shortly, since there are 2 of you in here now. Some of the 2 important. I mean, every single one of you are important, but I need to one day just make like a video to recognize all of you, like all the OGs that have been here. Like, I know some of you obviously haven't been here from the start, but I classify basically the first year as the start. And I feel like every single one of you need to be recognized, and I need to express my recognition for each of you individually. Maybe that's what I do once I hit 100. I make a video or I do a stream, like a short one. Hold on, okay, so let me read that whole thing because it doesn't come up fully on the PS5. Hold on. Is it really, Case? You're telling me I had a very bad look at life before, like, we started actually becoming close? Like, I guess it's easy for some of you to notice changes, but for me to notice changes of myself, it's not easy for me to look back and be like, oh yeah, I was definitely different. But maybe you guys can see a difference as I've progressed through this, or, just in general. I don't know. But Case, if you think that I have progressed better since, then I will take your word for it. I don't feel like I have really progressed in any, big way, personally. I mean, there's a few things that I think I know that I've changed in certain aspects, but I don't think I could tell you that I've changed that drastically. But if you think I have, and you can tell, then I'll take it. For sure. Really? I mean, I'll be happier once I know that I don't have to get my back operated on again. That'll be when I'm really happy. Which, the way today is gone, it's showing good signs that things have felt better today than it did yesterday. but I'm not sure yet. I'm still gonna get, advice and exams on Monday, so we'll see. But Case, if you think I've been happier and more confident, then I will take that, because I have never been a confident person in my life. I have never had an ounce of it. I've never once woken up and took on the day with full confidence. I've always been very, very, very lacking in confidence, no matter what I did. Regardless if I knew what I was doing or not, I still had very, very low confidence in myself and a lot of stuff. Happy-wise, that's debatable. I would say I'm generally a very happy person, but there's a lot of things in my life that has made me unhappy and stressed and worried and overthinking and everything else, which Case knows a lot of that, which I'm not going to bring here. But I tend to feel like I'm very happy, unless there was a huge jump of happiness level on here. I don't know. Again, it's easy for you guys to see differences. It's harder for me to see differences because you don't think that I'm, me personally, I don't think I've changed. But maybe I have. I don't know. All right. But yeah, we'll start episode 4 here just in a little bit more. Okay, so you're talking about the things that we've discussed affects me a lot less. I knew what you meant. You didn't have to autocorrect that. I knew you meant good, not goof. Well, don't get me wrong. It still does bother my brain. But I'm realizing more and more that there's nothing I can do about it. If it comes back to get me, then I have to face it. And I can't just sit and waste my life away thinking about the what ifs, or what if this happens, or I regret this and I regret that. And a lot of it has to do, again, with my relationship that I've been building with the one and only. I think that also helps my brain. And, Case, there's still things that I have unfortunately fell back to once or twice, just because it's hard to break something just cold turkey. So there's, I have fell back into a certain thing once or twice since. It just happens. And, I don't want to be like, I don't want him to be disappointed in me. All I did was ask that, all the wonderful stuff that we talk about. So let's go to episode 4. We'll start Jailbreak. Again, I don't know how many episodes we're going to get through tonight. I don't know if it's just going to be one. I don't know if we're going to get through both a Jailbreak and a Tangled Web. I'm just going to go with the flow. And if people are still here and people are still talking and people are still vibing, then I'm going to keep going. Like, I'm not going to stop when the vibes are high. What's the point in that? When the vibes are high, why stop? Yeah, we're going to start episode 4, Jailbreak. A really solid episode and a really, really great song, by the way.
It took a sleepless week of data crunching, but I eventually tracked down the location of my friends, locked away in the mysterious towers of Prague. At the moment, they are the unwilling guests of Interpol's most renowned prison warden, the Contessa. While still a criminal psychology student, she entered into a whirlwind romance and married a wealthy aristocrat. Sadly, the union was short-lived, as the general suspiciously died a few weeks after the ceremony. The widowed Contessa put her education and newly acquired estate to work by opening a criminal rehabilitation center. Her pioneering use of hypnotherapy has produced some good results and subsequently earned her a prominent position within Interpol. My friends are locked up somewhere in the clinic and are slated for the Contessa's Good Samaritan brainwashing. If I don't bust them out soon, they'll be working a 9-to-5 job selling shoes, and I'll be out two best friends.
Oh, I know, Case. That was a perfect timing for you to send that chat because the cutscene ended. So that was beautiful timing.
I should make my way over to the Contessa's house. Maybe I'll have a few leads on the location of Sly and Murray.
Alright, Bentley. It's just you. We gotta save Sly and Murray out of jail. Hence why the episode's called Jailbreak. And to think, without the ending of episode 3, when Sly and Murray got captured, we probably wouldn't have this episode at all. It could be completely different, or it could have been a completely... It may not even existed at all. This game could have only had 7 episodes if we didn't have Jailbreak. Oh, Bentley. Green with a blue-purple hat. Interesting combination of colors. The crowd, though, in Buenos Aires was like nothing compared. Holy shit! How many of you guys are showing up? But no, the crowds in Buenos Aires is unmatched to any. I'm not even gonna look at the set list anymore because I know Jailbreak's not leaving, so there's no point in me like seeing if there's gonna be a change. No, they don't. That's because Americans are too worried about what people are going to think about them if they actually enjoy the fucking show. That's why. Americans think too much about what other people think. South Americans don't care. Okay, so I'm not saying I want Jailbreak to leave the set. I was just expecting them to change it. I don't want Jailbreak to be out of the set at all. I'm just saying... I know that they're not going to change, that song for a different date since they're playing 3 shows. Just like they did in Europe. The 2 dates at, one venue, they changed it. Trust me, I'm going to be happy if I hear Jailbreak in New Jersey. Another 6 months. That's what my brother wants them to bring back. But Jailbreak's gonna be so epic to hear, though. I mean, let's be real.
Aha! The Contessa is out making her rounds. Wait a second. The feathers on my sleep darts vibrate near sounds. If I maintain my position on top of this parabolic dish, I should be able to hear that frequency at a distance. This is great! If I tag the Contessa with my darts, I'll be able to listen in on whatever she says. I might even learn where she's locked up Sly and Murray.
You're right, Bentley. You might. And I have bad aim at some of this shit sometimes.
The claw gang is falling apart. Spy shipments have overstocked. I
I don't know, Case.
If I'd known it would be this
It's a good question.
Drop the plan. At least the Cooper gang is under lock and key. Their lopsided morality flies in the face of man's inherent selfishness. Ah well. They'll see it my way soon enough.
He probably does like it better. That's probably why he used it. I will say, he sounds great on that track.
Those fools at Interpol. They keep sending me criminals and I keep making money. How come no one ever thought of this before? Hypnotize criminals and force them to reveal where they've hidden their fortune. I'm a genius. If only I had more spice to help me with the hypnosis. That blasted Cooper gang. The fat one. What's his name? Murray. Yes, Murray. He'll be the first to break. I should spend a few sessions probing that feeble mind. I can only imagine the wealth that gang has accumulated.
True, Case.
Years.
No, but he's definitely improved with Jailbreak since they first played it.
Such a complex and rebellious mind. A month or two in the hole should break his spirit. Let him squat there week after week. He's seen that the guards along the wall all have motion detectors. There is no escape. Slowly, the reality of his captivity will set in, and I'll get to work on his mind.
Inconceivable! She's no healthcare professional! Why, that's the most heinous crime I've ever heard of! Putting inmates into hypnosis so they'll tell her where they've stashed their loot! It dishonors both law enforcement and thieves at the same time! I should get to work and figure out a way to break Sly out of the hole.
I remember when I first played this episode as a kid, I was like, I gotta play as Bentley the whole time? It's like, no, just for a little bit. Case. I'm gonna tell you what you tell me. Have confidence. You have the confidence. You have the skill set to play. You're literally the best guitarist I know. You have the skill set. You're good at what you do. And if you mess up, then you delete the video and you restart. But don't let that discourage you. If you're not confident with Heatseeker, play something that you're confident in first. That's one of your first videos. Like, you got this. What intro? Heatseeker? Let's be real, Malcolm and Angus are geniuses. I mean, they only made 17 or 18, I don't remember the exact number. Shame on me. But, I mean, they've made 17 or 18 studio albums for a reason. If they were that bad, they wouldn't have been making music continuously. That's what you get for hitting the rock and roll train. Oh boy. Okay, let's, oh, that was smart. I could have just done that. That was nice. I bet it is, Case. I'm excited for tomorrow's DC stream because I haven't done one in a very long time. And I know Mike will be excited. Oh, good old Mike. You know, Mike's a good guy. Mike has come up with a lot of really solid ideas, too. Tyler did like his idea of the one that you sent, Case, where Mike came up with the idea of having a farewell tour, but a 3-night and a different set list for each night. I think that was a really good one. We just had to determine what the length of the set lists are. But I did like Tyler even liked that idea. Really? Is that what Mike said? We get to pick the venues? Or the venue and the place? I mean, obviously I would be biased and make it close to me. So I could see all three of them. Obviously. But the interesting part of that would be is, okay, like, what intro is the first night? What's the closer the first night? Second night, third night? I have an idea of where I want what opener. I have one opener and closer in mind, I think, that I want on the last night. I think we should do that idea very soon as well. I might even work on those 3 set lists. I would have to ask Mike, though. If Mike stops in tonight, remind me to ask him how long he wants the set list to be in that idea. And then we can go from there. Oh, Choosy, if you're still here. But Tyler and I have been doing a lot of Royal Rumbles. So basically, we let the CPU do the Royal Rumble, but Tyler and I have been drafting like each wrestler. I've been learning wrestlers. I actually been learning a lot in wrestling. And I am still beating Tyler with our total score. And I know nothing about wrestling. And Tyler's like, I can't believe this. He says, GL's beating me at my own sport that I know. I'm like, yeah. I said, I know nothing about wrestling. And Tyler can almost practically predict a Super Bowl score exactly.
Part of a control system for the electromagnetic train. By hacking all the terminals along the train tracks, I should be able to reverse their polarity, thereby turning the train into a giant projectile. Without question, its impact on the prison walls should create a hole large enough for Sly to escape through.
Correct, Case. But that is a very interesting idea, though, because I would really have to think about what songs do I want to hear the first night, what songs do I want to hear the second night, and what songs do I want to hear the third night. Like, that's a really, really, really good idea by Mike. Because there might be songs that I want to hear the third night, because it'll be the last show. There's certain ones I would want to hear maybe the first night. My backyard, my front yard, my shop. Very, very true.
Nothing like a good computer hack job. Now, I'll have to hack through these barrier nodes. I should move the right analog stick in the direction I want to unleash my hacker. By using both analog sticks at the same time, I'll be able to move and shoot in different directions.
I remember when I first did this episode again, that for some reason, the little hacking missions like this were super difficult for me as a kid. I don't know why they were so, like, difficult. Well, hell, I almost missed that one. Oh, shit. So that's a good thing for you then, Case. Then you have the chance to potentially join that cover band. Case, if you ever go on tour, I will, even though I don't like cover bands, I will come see your cover band and support you if you come around close enough to me. And since I know you, I should be able to get VIP access. You'll force me to come see you? I know I'm not a fan of cover bands, but if someone I know is playing in one, I will definitely come support them. That's what friends do, right?
Should speed up the train by at least 50%.
All right, Bentley. Can you include anything goes too? I know I'm asking for a lot now, but like, how about I just make a set list that I want to hear for the date that you come around near me? How about that? Oh no. Am I really gonna die? No, I'm not. It's close.
Just 2 more terminals.
Oh shit, I didn't even jump. Well, I tried. Is it just because it's hard to play, or does nobody in that band want to play it?
The train's at full speed. Now, on to reverse the field's polarity.
I'm okay with hearing blood as the opener. You can put train somewhere else. But if you want blood to be the opener, I'm down for that. In our 3-night set list, though, blood is definitely going to be one of my openers. I just don't know which night yet.
trajectory. Bullseye.
Bullseye. You're right, Bentley. Now we gotta go over here and get rid of the wall guards. The motion detecting guards on the wall.
All the guards along the prison wall are outfitted with a motion tracking device. There's no way for Sly to escape. Unless I take those guys out with my RC chopper.
Yes, Bentley.
Tension, tension! Stuff me in a locker, will ya? 3.95 GPAs, sucker. That'll learn ya. Catastrophe! Dang it! That does it! The motion sensor is offline! Sly, can you read me?
How I've missed that sensuous voice of yours.
Save the jocular comments for later. Do you see that hook above the train?
Yeah?
It's your only means of escape. Jump and hit
Yes,
circle
Bentley.
button to grab hold. Then swing onto the back of the train. I've already established a safe house and downloaded its GPS coordinates into your binocucom. We'll rendezvous there.
Wow, you've really thought of everything.
Don't I always?
Yeah, you do. Thanks for busting me out.
Oh, well, you know the old saying, if you can't count on a friend to bust you out of jail, what kind of a friend are they?
Truer words were never said, wizard. Yes, I can quote this game.
Okay, here's the situation. I've done some deep database crunching and figured out that Murray is doing time in cell block D. Getting him out is going to be tough. As you know, he's not very light on his feet.
No, he's not.
First, we'll need to get Murray into an isolation cell away from the other inmates. Second, I'll need you to get a sample of the Contessa's encryption algorithm. Don't worry, I'll explain later. Third, you'll need to pickpocket a few keys from the Contessa, but watch out for her pack of bodyguards. And fourth, you'll have to deactivate her giant attack robot. No, really, Sly, I'm serious. The Contessa has a giant attack robot.
It just looks like a water tower. Yep.
Now, once you've pulled off all these jobs, we'll be ready to make a play for the big guy.
Big guy, I'm the big guy. Yeah, I really wasn't sure what I planned on doing tonight. It was either going to be this or another series of MLB, but I figured I can do this longer. Alright, we got a lot of missions to do, but it's okay. Oh shit, I'm not in a rush to get this game done. That's right. Sometimes I feel like I bore people, do what I want. I just like taking my time with this game because I hate when it's over because I enjoy playing this game so much that I don't want it to be over. I wish this was a game that just would go on forever. You know what I mean? That's why I play it on stream multiple times a year because I like it. I love it. Oh shit, how'd you know I was coming down here? And you really had the whole group, didn't you? Just hide in the barrel here. I don't know why I got a random notification of Tyler posting a TikTok, which I'm pretty sure I never get notifications. Like an email notification that he posted something. I was like, that's kind of weird. Just like the other day, I got like a notification via email that someone followed. It's like, I never get email notifications for that. But yeah, I have no idea what Tyler's going to do tomorrow. I don't know what his plan is. I guess him and I will talk at some point throughout the day and decide what we both are going to do. Oh, no, shit. That was... Oh, no. I might actually die. I never die. Oh, shit. I can't be dying on a game that I'm a expert at. What is this? How many of you are there? Oh my god, how did not one of them see me? That was wild. Are you two really gonna sit there? You say that now. It's like, yeah, I don't know how none of them saw me when I fell down right there. He's got something good, so let's go over there. Yeah, I shouldn't be almost dead in a game that I'm very experienced at. Like, what is this? It just shows how bad I am then. And then they just disappeared. Did you, Case? Did you have to clean up Deb's shitty diaper? Is that what it was? Gosh, that bit, Case, that you came up with was absolutely hilarious. You didn't die from... I know you do, and it's funny. How did he not see me standing there either? Are the guards blind tonight? I think some of them need their cataracts fixed. Because I don't think they can see. If I do a mission, I know which one I'm doing first because it's the most annoying one. That's the one with the codes capture. That one is the one I would do first. Because we got the bridge, the Murray fight, Contessa, code capture, and lightning. Code capture is the one I want to get out of the way first. So we might go do that one a while. I know you do, Case. I no longer do any of that, nor can I probably do any of that anymore at this point with my, the way my back is now, potentially being, I don't want another operating table. I don't think I'll be able to do any of that stuff anymore. Alright, where is... Okay, that's right. Code capture's over here. Actually, Case, I sold all my bass stuff, I'm not gonna lie. Because I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed when I used to trout fish. I enjoyed that way more. And I sold practically all my bass stuff. I still have some stuff left that I'm probably gonna sell at the yard sale. Case, what do you want from me? Do you want me just to send you all my bad stuff to you instead?
Sly, I need your help getting a handle on the Contessa's encryption algorithm.
You can do that.
Pal, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, I'll explain it to you one piece at a time. See that security station? The guard nearby is responsible for its upkeep.
I'm with you.
First, I'll need you to pickpocket his key to the terminal.
Sure, no problem.
Then use it on the security station to set off the alarm.
Hold up. You want me to set off the alarm?
Yeah, set it off, then clear out as the guard's sure to come running. Once he sees that it's a false alarm, he'll input the code to turn it off.
So you want me to take a picture of the code?
Move to a safe place and get a clean shot of that digital readout.
Should I hit all the security stations out here?
That's right. Once I've got a large enough sample of the Contessa's codes, I should be able to crack her encryption algorithm.
Now, see, you lost me again.
Just take the pictures. I'll handle the rest.
You know, Cheesy, I probably should. In case I could make money off of it. That's the problem. Or I could be a good friend and just send it to you for nothing.
Now use that key to set off the security station.
A lot of what I got left, though, Case, is just mostly a lot of cranks, square bills,
Security code on the monitor.
stuff like that. I mean, I'd rather choose the money side, you know, because I already gave 95% of it to my sister's boyfriend for Christmas. Because I wasn't going to go bass fishing anymore anyway. We'll talk, Case. If you're around tomorrow, I can send you pictures of some stuff. I think I gave him pretty much everything but one big ass bag worth of like crankbaits and stuff, square bills, stuff like that. I think is what's in that big ass bag. I'd have to look through it. I think there's a I have a pack of like 100 and it's like a big pack. It's like I think it's got like 150 like soft plastic worms or something in it. It's like one of those real big, like, I don't remember what brand it is, if it was a Power Bait brand or a Zoom or something. I don't remember what it was, but it was like one of them real big ass bags that had like 100 or 150 like soft plastics in it. I'm sure you could, Case. Not have to worry about gators. Yeah, because down in Florida, they're everywhere. I just don't. I've kind of lost the passion for fishing a lot here last few years. I used to like to do it a lot when I was younger, but nowadays, I think I've kind of lost my passion for it, really. Oh shit. Every time you choose a spot, you catch stuff? Well, that's good. Okay, dude, get on the camera. Tuesday, I used to go so much as a kid with my dad and like some friends, and now I just have way more other things that I look forward to. That I think I enjoy doing more. You know, I enjoy hanging out, with you guys or Tyler when on my free times. I enjoy doing the whole Twitch thing. I think a lot more. There's just a lot of other things that I have learned to love. And it takes more of my time up than that gives me, the time to do it. I'm not going to have enough time to climb up there, I don't think. We'll try it, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time to climb up. Actually, I did have enough time. Crazy. I mean, you went with your dad too, but he didn't make it fun. Well, what kind of a dad is that? That he's not making it fun for his kids? Of course, my dad always made it not fun in the sense of he would always catch bigger and more fish than I would, and I'd be standing there like ready to go home because I wouldn't catch shit because I wouldn't listen to him. I was a hard-headed kid, man. He'd tell me to like throw my line somewhere, and I'm like, why? Why would I cast it there? I don't see any fish. Being stupid and young, not realizing he can see in the water with his polarized glasses, and I'm just like, I don't see anything. Bro, your eyes are lighting up. You not see that? He got into bass tournaments? Oh, so he had all the high-tech shit, and then he was like, yeah. Which isn't like a bad thing, but I understand what you mean by like, at that point it's not fun because he's like everything's a what do you call it? Everything's like a what's the word I'm trying to think of? A competition at that point for him, I guess. Everything would be like that because he has to, he has to do it that way. If he's in a bass tournament, he's got to be the one that's catching everything that's the biggest and the heaviest.
Okay, that should be enough codes. Nice work, partner.
Yep. I figured that's what happened, Choosy. Oh yeah, I've done that before, Case. Not in that much money, but I had a friend of mine where we'd go somewhere and it was like in a pond where you could catch 50 at one time or more, and we would make like a little competition of like who could catch the most before we left. But my days of fishing, I think, are going to be long gone. But when you move back to the Florida, you start getting back into it. That's fair. It's just phasing out for me, I think. I don't know why. I just, like, I didn't have, like, a specific moment where I'm just like, yeah, I'm done with this. I just gradually started losing more and more and more interest in it as I started to get older and, again, found other things that I enjoy way more, doing way more. Golf is one of those things that I got into, and now I don't even have the desire to do that anymore. Like, I'm starting to learn that my passion is starting to become, in the sense of gaming, I think is where my love really is. Because, Suggs and I, ever since this past winter when I started really deep diving into my collection and really started, like, enhancing my gaming collection, that's when I think I found what I'm truly passionate about. And I think it has to do with gaming. I think it really does. I might sound like a nerd for saying that, but it's like I've been having more fun doing this and collecting than I have with a lot of stuff that I thought I enjoyed. In case, don't get me wrong, I love being outside, but I think there's a lot of things that just are fading that I just am starting not to really enjoy anymore. Like for example, like I sell plants, well, this will be the last time I do it because of my back, but that was a passion of mine because I used to work in a nursery, so it's like plants were something that I love to do, and now that's gotta go because of physical abilities. So I'm going to use all that money that I sell from everything to grow my collection more. Because there's things that I want to still get my collection, you know, there's certain figurines or certain other things that I want to add that I just love focusing on more than things that I used to like. It's like you being a carpenter, Choosy. Like for me, I never like lost my love with doing stuff with plants, but once my job closed and I really tried to pursue it on my own, it didn't seem like a love anymore. It seemed more like a chore. And now it's like with my bag, I can't really, well, I can do it, but I'm not going to do it anymore because I gotta look for my future. And if I fuck myself up as many times as I have, if I do it again, I'm really shit out of luck for the rest of my life. So it's more of a hard decision that I have to make to benefit my future. Sometimes those choices aren't the easiest decisions, but they have to happen for you to have, like, regardless. I mean, for me, it's not being a crippled at my age, you know. If I have to be, you know, operated on again at my young age, having 2 back surgeries, if I need another one, you know, that really ruins a lot of my future. So I have to really make tough decisions on certain things. And, you know, I was never the type to let people do a lot of things for me, but I think nowadays, since what I do now is landscaping, and I was never the type to have people do all the heavy lifting for me, but I'm to the point now that I'm gonna have to stand there and let people bring the heavy stuff to me and let me do the lighter stuff. I'm gonna have to not wheelbarrow stones and gravel and stuff anymore, but rather spread the stones with a rake. I don't like being the easy guy, but it's to the point where I have to be the easy guy, or else I'm going to be, you know, chair ridden before I'm even 30. Not like chair ridden, but to the point where I can't do any physical labor anymore. It sucks. Tearing your ACL really slowed me down. Oh, I bet. And that was from, Choosy, let me guess. Your ACL, you tore that by using one of those carpet things that you use your knee to stretch it out with. It's like one of those square things that grip the carpet, but then you use your knee to, like, kick it almost to stretch it. I'm assuming that's what caused it, but I could be wrong. I'm just taking a wild stab at it. Case, I could be wrong, but I'm just assuming. Basically, Case, it's like it's a square thing that has like teeth on the bottom of it, and then on the other end of it is like a cushioned. The carpenters and building sets for that kind of carpenter. Okay, well, I was completely wrong. So just forget what I said, Case. So you're more of a construction-ish. Okay, that makes more sense. See, when people say they're a carpenter, that's the first thing I think of is like flooring and stuff. But hey, now I know. Yeah, you probably think of on like what you're around. Like, I've always been around people who say they're carpenters and do flooring. That's why that's the first thing I think of. You know, and obviously my mother has been in that kind of a business for a very long time, so it kind of just became second nature to me every time I hear that. So, my family, we have a wide range of career paths. That's for sure. Not one of us do the same thing, and there's 5 of us. Okay, let's do... What do we got next? Disguise, Close, the Contessa, Big House Brawl, and we also have the Lightning Bolt. It definitely is... In a way, choosy, it is. Because it's obviously my mother, my dad, me, my brother, my sister, and we all 5 do something different from each other. So not one of us has the same kind of issues or the same kind of headaches. I think my sister's got the most laid-back job, I think, when it comes to physicality. I have the most... Well, at least now, I can say I think I have the most physical job. I think my dad has the most mental job. At least we're hit in the position that he's in.
Okay, Sly, that's it. The Contessa's giant attack robot.
Look, Bentley, with all due respect, it looks an awful lot like a water tower.
Don't be moved. That's what she wants you to think. If we try to free Murray while that thing is operational, why...
What, we'll have plenty of fresh drinking water?
I'm serious, Sly.
Of course. I do owe you one.
The lightning rods around the prison are designed to draw lightning strikes away from the water tower. Giant attack robot.
Uh-huh, yeah.
By turning the wheels on the rod, you should be able to redirect the electrical current away from its ground wire, rendering it useless. Follow the lightning strikes to locate all 5 rods.
Okay, so you want me to break the ground circuit on all these lightning rods so that a bolt will strike and destroy the giant attack robot posing as a water tower.
That's an accurate summation.
It's true, Shizzy, you do. In case that makes sense, if your family's full of musicians, your dream to be in a cover band is not out of the question. I mean, Case, that's not out of the question in general. You literally can play guitar. Like, you have the skill set to do it. You getting into gardening, Juicy, I tell you, that's a really good thing to get into. Because I'm still into plants and stuff, I just can't be doing any, like, laborious work with plants anymore. Case, of course. I'm telling you, you have the skill set to do it. You have the passion to do it. You have the heart to do it. And once you do it, you'll be glad that you did. I'm telling you, you're going to succeed in that. Hell, you're already succeeding as it is. You've done some choosing, but you've never been around for a whole season. That's fair. Oh, I gotta get back up there. Case, you literally do. I haven't heard anybody that can play as smooth as you can. Like, I have 2 friends who play a guitar and a bass, and they're not even at your level. Sorry if any of you guys see that. But, Case, I mean, you have an amazing set of skills to play music. Follow that dream. Don't let dreams be dreams. Make the dream a reality. The only reason people fail is because they stop trying. You're the only one that's holding yourself back from that. Don't hold yourself back. Follow your heart, follow your passion. I can tell you have the drive and the love for it. That's all you need to make it work. And who cares what people think? If people think that you're not going to make it, prove them wrong. Use that as leverage to prove somebody wrong. Use it to make it happen. Haters are your biggest fuel. Shit, I thought I timed that jump better than I did. Robot. Okay, so I'm just telling you what I personally think and I personally feel. And I wouldn't lie to somebody. Like, you're gonna get what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. And that's just, I'm not gonna bullshit anybody, any of you. If you want advice or if you want anything, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think. In case, and I've told you this, go for it. It does push you along or it doesn't, Case. Because there's no reason why you should not believe in yourself. Take it from a guy who doesn't believe in his own self. I'm the best at not taking my own advice. Because if I would listen to half the shit that I tell everybody else, I think I'd be in a way better spot. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you something that isn't true. If I believe it, I'm going to tell you. And you have to get past the feeling that you have to tell yourself that you can do this. I mean, you've proved over and over and over again that you know how to play. And you're great at playing. Yeah, some songs are going to take you a little bit to practice and obviously, get to a point where you're happy with. But I mean, you've got the skill to do it, like I said. See you, dude. See? What are you worried about? Am I just now noticing that those are bad statues right there? Did I never notice that before? I don't think I ever noticed them there before. See? I learn new stuff even in games I've played thousands of times. How'd you jump down there and not die? This has almost been 2 hours that I've been live. It's crazy, but we're having fun. We're enjoying ourselves here, right? What are you gonna do, dude? Let's go. Shit, I stood too close to you. What the hell am I doing? I didn't think I could jump on this roof, but here I am. The real question is, do I keep playing this game tonight? Or, well, I can actually get up here? Since when could I get way up here? Wow, I did not realize I could get on this roof. I need to find some full concerts to add to my audio collection. Some good ones, I should say. Yeah, I don't know if I want to play this game tonight all night or if I want to mix it up. Oh, so they're like halfway through already. Oh yeah, Case, you'd really expect them to be less? I know, it gives me chills though when I see a crowd like that, it really does. Switch to a PC game? I don't really have a PC game that I'm motivated to play right now, Case. Even though, while you guys are here though, I want your opinion. I've thought about getting the card shop simulator, and I thought about getting fast food simulator. I think I said last night, I think we need to go back to a simulator game. At some point in time. Or we get some friends and we play Supermarket Sim again. A real life horror game? Yeah, nah. Sorry, Case. That ain't happened. It's never been my type of games. I've watched people play some horror stuff. It's just not my thing that I'm going to enjoy. Sorry to burst your bubble. Oh, shit, you had something good. Literally, you're gonna lay right there on the ground? I need your shininess. There you go. Get up off the ground. Or are you just gonna lay back down? There's no way he saw me. Wow, that was a bad... Alright, what do we got left? We got the disguise, the bridge, follow Contessa, and Murray's fight. What would you like to say, Case? No, let's do the bridge mission. Yeah, it is in that case. I'm right. I'm ready for September.
Sly, those giant pipes under the bridge feed power to the prison's security systems. I'll need to cut the connection to free Murray.
Sounds like a plan. What do you need me for?
As you know, the bridge is heavily guarded.
I hear you. You'd like a little protection while you place the bombs.
That's correct.
Love to help out, but there's nowhere to hide on the bridge. We're totally exposed.
That's true. To fool the guards, you'll need to break those statues and take their place.
I pose like a statue, the guards walk on by, then pow! I hit them from behind. You're a genius.
That's also correct.
I know, right, Case? In October, it'll be 3 years since the Powered Ship Festival. I thought I had enough time to pickpocket them, but apparently I didn't have enough time. Wow, that was my fault. You can't ever count them out ever, Case. Who says they aren't gonna, like you said, who says they're not gonna bring another album out?
I'm done here. Follow me to the top of the bridge.
You know, Choosy, you're not wrong. I got greedy for that pocket watch. You're not right. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Case, I don't see why if they made another album, I don't see why they wouldn't keep Matt on drums and keep Chris Chaney. Like, why would they bring... I mean, I get why they would bring Cliff, but, like, when you already have the lineup that was on the tour, why not use those guys? You know, I bet you Chris Chaney would love to record an album with them.
This bomb's all set. I'm moving to the next stress point. Got another one in place. Heading back across the bridge.
I'm sure he was. He had to have been a little bit. And I'll say it, he's done a fabulous job. No problem, Choosy. I'll still be here. Yeah. And to think about it, Case, it's probably like a dream come true for both Matt and Chaney, because I'm sure they've looked up to those guys in their career. You know, they probably inspired them. And then it's like they got to get to play with. See? So it's a dream come true for him to be able to drum, let alone play a song that he absolutely loved. It's going to be a dream come true for both of those guys to play with one of the biggest bands, asterisk, the best band in the world. At least that's my opinion on it. And I know people will disagree, but I don't care. I don't think a lot of people fully comprehend how much one band can really mean to one's life.
Another one's in place. I'm moving to the other side of the bridge.
Shit. I thought I was clear.
The last charge is set. Let's get out of here. That takes care of the power to the security system.
I know. They are a very tight bunch. I'm just gonna be honest. I think this tour has probably been the tightest that they've been since 2008, 2001. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I'm just gonna say that. See, you agree with me. I put 2008 in there in case 2001 was too much of a hot take, but I think this is the tightest the band's been since Stiff Upper Lip Tour. Obviously, they couldn't help but during the Black Eyes tour and Malcolm's dementia was going out, and obviously, whenever you have Chris Slade drumming anything, it just ruins it completely. I'm telling you though, if Matt Log would have been the drummer for the Rocker Bus tour, that tour and sound would have been way better than what it already is. Chris Slade just ruins it. I'm sorry, but I think he ruins a lot of things. Now, he was fine on the album of Razor's Edge, but he ruined songs on the Razor's Edge tour. He just did. He did, Case. And I think a lot of people will disagree with us on it, but I agree with you. Now I'm really wanting to make that 3 set list thing. Case, I didn't know, man. Okay, leave me alone. I knew he played on the tour. Just... I didn't know. That was before I knew as much as I did now. Okay, you made that more understandable. Of course, I knew that now, but I'm saying back then when I first, heard Rocker Bus, and then I saw that he played on the music video of Rock the Blues Away. That's who I just thought was on it. Granted, I was only 16 at the time. I didn't know. 15, I didn't know that. Of course, later in life I figured it out, but Okay, so I didn't know who that guy was, but on those music videos, I never knew who that random guy was. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who Bob Richards is, but I knew it was some random dude on the drums for both of those videos. I did know that. I just didn't know who the hell it was. Because I knew Phil wasn't with the band for those videos, so I didn't know who that guy is. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know who he is. And why they used him for the music videos of Rock or Bust and Play Ball, but not Rock the Blues Away. Hell, he probably would have been a better drummer for the tour. Alright, so let's do Follow the Contessa next. Fair.
To get at Murray, I'll need you to steal 2 tank keys.
I actually like Simon.
Schedule off of the Contessa.
No problem. I'm an old hand at pickpocketing.
This is going to be tougher than you think. The Contessa's no fool. Since your escape, she never goes anywhere without bodyguards. You'll have to take them out one by one in order to get close to her.
I should probably use noise to lure them away from the Contessa.
But as I was saying, Case, I like Simon's versions of like Heatseeker, and that's the way I want to rock and roll way better. But yeah, Matt Log is a different animal. I'm telling you, he might be, depending on what era of Phil Rudd you're talking about, he could potentially be the number 1 or number 2 drummer of all time in their history. I don't know if that's crazy to say, but that's my personal feelings about it. Do you agree with me? Like, obviously, depending on what era of Phil you're talking about, Matt could be as high as 1 or as low as 2. I think he's better than both Simon and Chris Slade. Well, Chris Slade's the least best. But Matt Log could be the number 1 or number 2 best drummers they've ever had. It just depends on what era of Phil Rudd you're talking. If you're talking Black Ice, Matt Logg's number 1. If you're talking like Ballbreaker, Phil. It is. I mean, I already know what number 1 is and what number 2 is. This might be a hot take, though, Case. Like, I know my number 1, and I know my number 2. Number 1 should be an obvious one, even though as much as I love Matt Log, I think there's only really one true number 1. But I don't know. I might get heat for my number 2. I don't think Mike and Tyler are going to agree with my number 2. If Tyler wants to do that idea. Are you thinking the same as me? Current lineup? Or we'll just do it without him. if he doesn't want to do it, then we'll just do that stream idea without him. And we'll combine it with another idea.
They're gone again.
Case, you can't complain. I only run 3 minutes every hour. It's not that bad. They don't even really help a whole lot in the long run of things. But they do something, I guess. Yeah, Case, it's like the end of the first quarter in a football game. It gives you time to grab a beer and go to the bathroom. Even though I don't drink. I do need to check some settings though, because I do not want pre-roll ads on. That's one thing I don't want. And I don't even remember if I have them on or not. I hope not. I need to check that. If I do, I gotta turn them off. I don't want them on. Like, I don't want people clicking on the stream and then they get hit with a 30-second ad right off the bat. That's what I don't want happening. She didn't hear that? Okay.
What? Huh? Where are those lazy bodyguards? They're all fire.
Great work. Now we're all set up to steal a tank.
Alright, so we got one more mission to do, and that's over here with Murray. We're over 2 hours now. The real question is, it's like, do we switch up games, or do we play the same one? Like, do I do episode 5 tonight too? Or do we play some baseball? I don't know. Because if the next series we would do, we would play 3 games against the Cubs, which would be the next one. What time is it? It's not. It's just 10:15. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing a 3-game series tonight. I think we're just gonna end up playing this game. We might play the Cubs series tomorrow. Potentially.
Okay, Sly. In order to get Murray out, we'll need him to get thrown into solitary confinement. That pipe will lead you to his cell block. Try to locate him and relate the plan. After that, it's all up to Murray.
All right, I'm headed inside.
No, you're good, Chizzy. It's okay. If I do stream anything, it'll be later on for sure. You're good. Even if you are on the road, you're fine. Don't feel like you have to be here. I'm not obligating everybody to be here.
Hey, Murray.
Huh? Sly? Where are you?
In the wall.
Over here, in the back wall.
Sly! Oh, I'm so glad to see you. They've been forcing me to eat meals covered in spice. And I'm feeling kind of strange. You gotta get me out of here.
No problem. Bentley seems to have found a weakness in the solitary confinement cell. If you can get in a big enough fight, the guards will throw you in there. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience.
Well, if you say so, I suppose a powerful force like the Murray could take down 50 foes.
Yeah, Murray, you can do that.
Excellent. You beat the snot out of 50 of those guys, and Bentley and I will take care of the rest.
I'm still determining, though, Choosy, if I should play some MLB tonight, too. It's still in the back pocket of mine. Fuck. Damn, you fucker.
15 triumphs. Murray chalks up 20.
Okay, Murray. Oh, I got some fantasy points from Yordan Alvarez. Nice. I think I might do that. Low key. I don't know. I guess I'll once we get this episode done, I'll determine how I feel whether or not I'm going to do any more tonight or not.
47 going to heaven. 49 getting 5.
50.
50. Eat that, you incarcerating suckers. Is that antisocial enough for ya? Oh, what? You gonna throw me in solitary?
Bring it on.
Bring it on!
Thanks to your recent efforts, we're ready to attempt a Murray rescue. I call this plan the Trojan Tank. Step 1. We use the Contessa's keys to steal one of her tanks. I'll jump in and drive while you keep out of sight by crawling
Is he
underneath.
choosy?
With some luck, the guards won't notice anything out of the ordinary and open the prison gates for us. We casually roll in and then blast the security doors to Murray's cell block. Once inside, you'll need to improvise your way up to the guard control center and open the doors leading down to solitary confinement.
What makes him your
Let's hope Murray hasn't cracked under the Contessa's hypnosis.
What makes him your favorite?
Okay, Sly, I'm heading out for the tank. I'm inside the tank, increasing the ride height on the treads. There, that should give you enough room. Crawl underneath this thing and let's get moving. I can't see you down there, so try to keep up and stay out of sight. approaching the prison gate. Let's see if they fall for it. Suckers!
You think Bentley's annoying, Choosy? And everyone needs a friend to be the muzzle? That's true. Bentley's not annoying. What are you talking about?
You'd better get out from underneath the tank before I let loose with a turret. Okay, you're all clear. Head inside and I'll be right
So,
behind you.
I don't know about that one, Choosy. I might have to disagree with you on that one. Bentley's great.
I'm having some trouble sabotaging the tank. Go on ahead, I'll catch up.
Okay, Bentley, what's next?
Well, that should be the guard's control center. But to be honest, I'm not sure how you're going to get up there.
Don't worry about it. Thinking of my feet is what I do best.
I think you'd be the first one to think that.
We cut the power on the bridge, but a few lights seem to have a backup generator. Be careful.
I think you're the first person that I've ever heard say Bentley's annoying. It's interesting. I mean, I respect your opinion. It's definitely an opinion. Did Oracle agree with you on that? Why do I feel like he'd also feel that way towards Bentley a little bit? Oracle said the same thing as you. Yes, Oracle's on my side. I can see him saying that too. That's funny. Man, if he ever comes back, I'll be sure to join his streams again. Now, Chizzy, do you know Oracle personally? Like, are you Oracle and Rox like all like real life friends, or did you only know him just from here? Dude, where are you barking from? Oh, you're down there, bro. Just relax. So what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna fly over here and then I'm gonna get shot. Oh, you do know him personally? Well, that's pretty cool then. Yeah, I didn't know if you guys knew each other like in real life or not. It's pretty cool. You, Rox, Oracle, and Copper used to all work together? Oh, that makes perfect sense then. That's why you guys know each other so well. That makes perfect sense.
Okay, I'm running your algorithmic code decryptor. You see anything happening down there?
Success! We've got access to solitary confinement.
Hot stuff. I'm heading down.
Whoops. So you all worked together, and then 3 of them decided, you know, we're all going to start streaming.
Like this.
He's all twitchy and bug-eyed.
You said Murray was being forced to eat spice, right?
Yeah, he said he was feeling weird.
Well, he's weirded out all right. I doubt he even knows we're here. Clearly, we're going to have to lure him out of that cell the hard way.
The hard way?
Those hypno boxes are designed to heighten the effects of spice, and he's already in an agitated state. So if we turn them all on at the same time, Murray's sure to become wildly hostile and probably break down the door.
You're right, Bentley.
On the hypno boxes.
The power switches are all defended by laser barriers. When you get close, I'll hack the laser system from my terminal down here. That should give you access.
Copper, you said Copper's been doing it for a while now?
To help out old Murray. He's looking really bad.
Like, how long has he been doing it? Because I'm new to the party.
Okay, I'm hacking the laser barrier.
Wait, get away. There we go. Let's get this guy out of the way. There we go.
Flip the switch to turn on the hypno box.
What's that sound? Angry.
Get gone. Four years? Wow. So he has been one of those guys who's done it a while then.
I'll take care of the laser wall.
I've only just been over a year. And I never like super like understood truly why I wanted to do it. I just was like, well, fuck it. If I can play games and people will join me, and sure. Oh, you don't gotta tell me that. Real life's more, your real actual life, personal life is way more important than this. Trust me. I know that.
All clear.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Tip me over and I'll smash up everything. Ah!
Yeah, there you go, Murray. Oh, that's... What the hell? That was weird. But yes, this is a distraction. That's why I game in general. To get away from real life. And if I can enjoy it with some of you, then I'm gonna do it. Which, Choosy, I don't know how much time you got tonight, but, I've thought about potentially playing another game. I thought about playing some baseball tonight yet. But I'm not sure yet. I am not completely sold yet on what I want to do, if I do anything else. Who knows, I might be done after this. I have no idea yet. You're gonna be up for a bit still? Well, maybe I will play something else then. After we get this episode done, I'll have to run to the bathroom. Maybe I will. If you're gonna be around, then I might play something else. We might do another stream then.
There you go.
So I wasn't sure if I wanted to or not, but I think I'm feeling it. But yeah, we just gotta play the 3 games against the Cubs. That's our next series.
Heads up, Sly. The hypno boxes are too strong for you to destroy with your cane. Try using Murray's attacks to take them out. When they're all offline, Murray should be jolted out of his spice range. Watch out!
For sure. But yeah, once we get this episode done, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Oh fuck, I couldn't see what I was doing. And then we will start up the next stream. Come on, Murray, you got it. There you go.
My head. Who? What?
Is this heaven?
Sorry,
No, Murray.
you're no angel.
Just take a few deep breaths and try to center your thoughts.
Okay.
What's with all the racket? My conscious mind is a wreck. I ought to... The weak-minded hippo is free.
And he's got friends.
Friends? Perhaps it's time to reevaluate some life choices.
I'm serious. I managed to keep this half of the Clockwork Heart safe. It was hard to hide from the Oh, Contessa! She's getting away!
Hurry, lift those crank bars so we can chase after her.
I'm on it.
I'm on it. Let's go! No good head shrinker.
Oh, come now, Murray. We were making such progress during our sessions.
The only mental help that I need is to never be
Reminded of you again.
Such displaced hostility. If you insist on getting angry, why not be psychologically productive and channel it at your so-called friends?
I'm done talking with my mouth. Now I talk
At this
with
moment,
my fists.
as a kid, I thought this was going to be the boss fight.
Time is up.
Oh, I can't even hit her. Where do you think you're going? Oh shit. Yeah, exactly, Juicy. I thought I'm gonna beat her up with Murray? Hell yeah. But no, that's not the case.
She's getting away.
Don't worry, pal. We'll find her.
Okay, so you're saying instead of the, if you want blood snippet?
It was great. The gang had been reunited and it was all because of me. Even the van ride out of town was like a party. Murray had to pull over twice because he was laughing so hard. But despite all the jokes, I think something had changed. Since childhood, the three of us had never been apart, and our recent isolation gave us all pause for thought. Needless to say, we took a few weeks off before getting back to work. And for the first time in my life, Murray let me drive.
Case, we're gonna switch games. I'm gonna go take a piss, and then we're gonna start another stream up. I'm gonna play some baseball yet tonight, and we'll play the next couple games there. So, I'll be back. Let me go take a piss, and then we'll be back with we'll have another game going. So give me a few minutes, and I'll have another stream started up.